Shout out to Mark Oropeza. I just finished his video. The problem with every major political ideology. I just subscribed. Fascinating. The end of that video, he talked about environmentalism and anarchism. Those were some of the last two ideologies, and his breakdown was incredible. And his breakdown on environmentalism was fascinating to me because it exemplifies the limits of the parameters of systemic thinking, right? Because humans cannot imagine a world in which humanity can coexist with the world that we're currently in, because humanity currently consists of sentient mammals, right? And as sentient mammals who are trapped within the boundaries of systemic thinking, they can only realize the world through a certain limited lens or worldview, and therefore cannot engage or realistically imagine or entertain ideas that fall outside of said worldview. That's why you probably can't imagine a solution to racism. You can't imagine what a post-racial society even in fact looks like, because you're trapped within the boundaries of systemic thinking. Well, the races are never gonna be able to get along because of this. That's because you lack the imagination, right? The brain that can create these solutions, right? So anyway, yeah, that YouTuber, I'm gonna start checking out his videos. Again, like I said, another shout out to Erica LeBon. The left-wing origins of anti-Semitism really opened my eyes, like on some things that I was not aware about. I'm gonna look at some more of her videos, but I just wanted to get back to why I'm leaving behind YouTube pundits. It's the same thing. Like, you know, when I got back into politics, I started watching Tim Pool. Then I was more influenced by the right at this time. I got into a lot of black conservatives, right? Black conservative perspective, Greg Foreman, Anthony Brian Logan, who amongst the black conservatives is my favorite, you know, because Anthony Brian Logan, there's more nuance with his work, right? Like he respects the nuance. Like he realizes, no, there actually is some racism, you know, it's not all just, you know, black people imagining things, you know. Officer Tatum, like he's another one. And I've since gotten into left-leaning pundits as well. You know, there's a lot of people whose videos I watch. But nonetheless, though, you know, from watching Tim Pool, from watching the leftists, you know, like the Majority Report, there's a bunch of other names that I can't remember at this moment. TT. But anyway, but the whole thing is this: if you're a liberal, everything bad that Trump does, focus on that. Everything bad that the Democrats do, ignore that or downplay it. If you're on the right, everything bad that the Democrats do, talk about that, highlight that. Everything bad that Trump does, ignore that, or just make it seem, you know, lighter than it is. If you're on the pro-black side, everything bad that white people do, highlight that, talk about that. Ignore everything that blacks do. If you're on the pro-white side, highlight everything bad that blacks do, and ignore the stuff that whites do. Like, that's it. So like, I'm good. I'm good as far as all you political pundits go. Unless something major happens, then yeah, I'll check in just to see what y'all are saying, to see what everyone's saying, to see what the different perspectives and the different narratives are saying, essentially, right? But beyond that, though, I'm just gonna focus on philosophy. Fiction Beast, amazing channel. Oh my god, like just how many just long videos he has too, like the history of philosophy, the history of literature, the history of religion. Oh my god. And the man has a sublime narration voice. I can watch this guy's videos all day because I like having his voice in my head to narrate the inner monologue in my head, you know. As an evolved man with an evolved human consciousness, my inner monologue is more refined, elegant. Whereas, you know, again, to reiterate, like someone like Matt Walsh. You think of someone like Matt Walsh, right? And what, you know, my inner monologue of a brain roaming the vast ethereal expanses of the known and unknown universe, contemplating the existential nature of the universe itself and my role therein. Whereas Matt Walsh's inner monologue is probably like, go to store, buy food, check out groceries, drive home, there's black people, go home, create content, black people did this at the store today. Like, that's like you know, so there's a difference. That's why I say that there's inferior men and then there's me.